Spirit Halloweens are up, Home Depot is starting Halloween setup, and that got me thinking, I wonder what's on Temu. Welcome back to Skull Hill Manor. When you search Halloween on Temu, you get varying products at varying price ranges. You've got animatronics, you've got yard decor, you've got costumes, you've got masks. You name it, there's probably a related product. So I picked 5 products that stood out to me. The first one that arrived was the standing bride ghost that's supposed to be 67 inches tall, has flexible arms and fingers, lighting up eyes, and only cost about $50. I'm not asking a lot or expecting a lot out of Temu, but this box seems pretty small for a 5-foot animatronic. So first things first, let's look at the box. We got We Make Smiles, Join, Halloween animatronic standing bride ghost. But that is all of the packaging. It doesn't show you what you bought, none of that. However, it does tell you it takes AAA batteries. Batteries not included. That's all you get on the packaging. Let's open it up and see what we really got. First impression of the bride ghost is that it definitely feels like a cheaper prop slash animatronic. My first takeaway is that they said it has flexible joints and arms. The hands are just hard plastic, but the arms are flexible. I do wish that the hands were also flexible because that would make a big difference on a prop like this. The setup is super easy, everything just slides together. It takes maybe 5 minutes, and then the head, arms, what makes the character is all just one assembly that just goes on top of the final pull, and then the setup is done. So it's a very easy setup. Whether or not it's worth the $50 depends on what you're looking for. If you want just the silhouette of a figure, this might be a good prop to set up through a haunt or set up in your home, whatever you're doing for Halloween. To really determine if this was worth it, let's plug it in at night. All right, it is the next day and Granny has arrived. This is supposed to be a motion animatronic with lights and phrases. She's supposed to be about 5 feet tall, and she only cost about $50. Based off of the ad, I would say she's gonna be better than the bride ghost, but assembly will tell us the story. Let's take a look at the box. So, the size is relatively the same to Ghost Bride. It is a slightly larger package, so I like to see that for what's supposed to be a 5-foot animatronic. However, I do think that the shipping box is the same as the packaging box. So this is what it got shipped in with its label, and I'm pretty sure when I open this up, all the parts are gonna be there. So let's open it up and see what we got. So right away, she seems almost identical to the bride ghost setup. Pretty much the exact same assembly, just 3 poles that slide together with plastic connectors. The character itself is all just one assembly that just slides onto the top of the final pole. It came with a inflatable tube that the instructions did not specify where it goes. So I'm assuming that the inflatable is part of what makes up the waist area, because it doesn't really make sense anywhere else. So I put that in the waist area. I don't know if that's where it was supposed to go, but that's where I'm putting it. It is a pretty good animatronic based off of the looks and the silhouette. The ad says that she has movement, but from what I saw during the unpackaging, it doesn't look like it has movement, but we'll have to plug it in and find out, or in this case, put batteries in it and find out. So far, I'm happier with the quality of this animatronic over the Bride Ghost. This one feels like it's better quality material than the material that I got with the Bride Ghost. But to really find out if it's better, let's power it on.
How about a kiss? So, you want some treats?
All right, we have new mics, so my audio is gonna sound a little different for the end of this video. We also had a rainstorm that moved in, but I wasn't gonna let that stop me from filming the outro. So those are the Temu animatronics. This is part 1 of the Temu series. We have more stuff coming in from Temu that we are gonna unbox when it comes in, and then we'll get part 2 up and going. As for the animatronics, let's get Ty and Jen out here and see what they think. All right, guys, so that is the Bride Ghost from Temu. What'd you guys think?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest fan. Her hands are very cheap looking. They don't even look like hands. I mean, the only thing that I do like about her is her scream, because I feel like if she's kind of like tucked away in the corner somewhere of the haunt and someone activates that scream, it's definitely going to scare somebody. But that's probably the only thing that I like about her. What about you?
I think it's a good filler prop for sure in your haunt. If you're wanting just silhouettes throughout your whole haunt, I definitely think it's a good filler. Its sound is pretty creepy, I would say, like its sayings and the noise that it makes. And the assembly. The assembly seems super easy on it. Just a couple pieces thrown together, and for what you pay for it, I think there could be worse props for sure. Maybe not something that's like top of the list to buy, but like I said, if you want something that's you're just kind of fitting in a scene, I'd say it's a great fit. So looking for a cheap animatronic for Halloween, I'd go for it.
And what do you think?
I would almost consider this one more of a prop than an animatronic, only because it doesn't have the movement, and it almost makes for a better noise slash silhouette to have throughout your Halloween setup or your haunt. So that's kind of my biggest point on it, I think, is that I just think it makes a much better prop than an animatronic.
I agree.
And that is Grandma. What are your guys' thoughts?
What do you think?
I think this one's definitely better than the other one. I like the sculpt on its face. She's got a lot more detail than the last one. I do like that she's holding the dish as well, so we'll be able to put that in the haunt at some point, so as kids are walking through, they'll be able to just grab a piece of candy. So I think that's pretty cool. The movement on her is much better than the last one. The sounds are much better. And, you know, for it being about the same price as the last one, this is definitely my pick over the other. So, yeah, I think it's pretty good. With the detail in the apron and the little hat piece. Definitely, I would say this one's definitely worth it. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely like her better than the other one. That's for sure. The details on her face are definitely cool compared to the other one. I like how she's like short and petite and got that little hunchback going on. It does give like real granny vibes.
She's definitely the better of the two between the Bride Ghost and Grandma, especially for that same price range. I would definitely pick the Grandma. She is more of an actual animatronic versus the Bride Ghost, so I really like that. I think she has better sayings versus just sounds like the Bride Ghost has. So if I was picking out of the two for something to put in my setup, I would certainly choose the grandma.
Should be cool to see it set up in the haunt. I'm excited to see where we end up putting it and how we can theme it all together. Both these props, for that matter. So, should be cool. From all of us at Skull Hill Manor, we just wanted to give our loyal subscribers a shout out. This week we want to shout out Dominic. He's been with us since day one. He loves the videos. He's shown his support. He's a great dude. So we're excited to have you along on the adventure, buddy.
Thanks, Dominic. We love your support and we love you. We hope you like all the videos to come.
Appreciate you, little man. Thanks for watching. Hey, get that weave under control, dog.
Granny bags.
What do you have against grandmas, dude?
Come back, Jack. Come back.